How good is your English? Well, you're about to find out. This advanced English quiz is made up of 6 sections. There will be grammar, vocabulary, pictures, phrasal verbs, expressions, and more. 30 questions in total. Ready? Steady? Let's go! Round 1 is grammar. 5 questions. Each question has 3 choices. All you have to do is pick the right one. I've lived in Spain for 5 years. I've lived in Spain for 5 years. We use for durations. Weeks, years, decades, and so on. I don't think anyone knows the answer. I don't think anyone knows the answer. Because we have I don't think negative, we have to use any. When I retire, I will move to the countryside. When I retire, I will move to the countryside. We can never say when I will, but when plus present and then will in the next clause. If I had studied sport, I would have become a PE teacher. If I had studied sport, I would have become a PE teacher. This is an example of the third conditional, to speak about a hypothetical past. If I plus past perfect, followed by then, would, have, and the past participle. I've been thinking about going to Colombia for my honeymoon. I've been thinking about going to Colombia for my honeymoon. After a preposition, we always need ing. About going. Bravo, bravo. Now let's move on to round 2. Commonly confused words. 5 more questions, and this time it's just 50-50. So choose the correct option from these 2 choices. Can you lend me your phone? Can you lend me your phone? To lend is like to give, and to borrow is like to take before giving it back. If not, it's stealing. Sorry, I can't attend the class. Sorry, I can't attend the class. To attend is to go to, and to assist is to help. My brother is currently looking for a job. My brother is currently looking for a job. Currently means at the moment, now, while actually means like in reality, indeed. He is the person in charge of this project. He's the person in charge of this project. In English, we never use the responsible. We only use responsible as an adjective. I'm responsible for teaching my classes. This is a very sensitive issue. This is a very sensitive issue. Sensible means responsible, and sensitive is like delicate or easily affected. Whoop, whoop. Good job. Okay, that is round 2 complete. Now, let's move on to round 3. This time I've prepared 5 pictures of random advanced things, and you've got to guess what it's called. This is scaffolding. It's scaffolding. This is an hourglass. It's an hourglass. This is a belly button. It's a belly button. This is a turnstile. It's a turnstile. This is a sieve. It's a sieve. Next up we have round 4. Common errors, common mistakes. I'll say the error and you've got to think what's wrong with it and how to correct it. Can you explain me this? I'm confused. Can you explain this to me? I'm confused. In English, we explain something to someone. Can you explain this to me? I'm confused. Great! I look forward to see you. Great! I look forward to seeing you. In English, we use ing after look forward to. Great! I look forward to seeing you. You should do it. It's definitely worth it. You should do it. It is definitely worth it. To be worth is like to be born. We always need the verb to be. And worth never conjugates. So it is worth it. It's worth it. You should do it. It's definitely worth it. Despite to live in Belgium, I don't speak French. Despite living in Belgium, I don't speak French. If we use despite, again, we need ing. Despite living in Belgium, I don't speak French. I do actually speak a bit of French, but it's not great. My boss has a 3-year-old son. My boss has a 3-year-old son. Here we need to turn it into an adjective. So we add these hyphens and never use the S. We never make years plural. A 3-year-old son. My boss has a 3-year-old son. Fantastic! Well done! If you're still here, good job. Now, round number 5. Phrasal verbs. My favourite. Maybe even your favourite too. I'm going to read out the sentence and you've got to guess the correct preposition that goes with the verb to create the appropriate phrasal verb. I went to a networking event to hand out business cards. I went to a networking event to hand out business cards. Hand out is to give out, to distribute. I'm so lucky that I have taken after my parents. I'm so lucky that I've taken after my parents. Take after is to be similar to a parent or grandparent. He's such a coward. He always chickens out. He's such a coward. He always chickens out. To chicken out is to not do something, usually at the last moment, because you're too much of a coward. Due to the crisis, the company laid off half of its staff. Due to the crisis, the company laid off half of its staff. To lay someone off is to, well, make them redundant, to fire them, to sack them due to financial reasons. In my opinion, we should all stand up for what we believe in. In my opinion, we should all stand up for what we believe in. To stand up for is, well, to fight or represent or try to achieve what you believe in. Whoop, 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 whoop. Well done, guys. Well done. You have reached round 6, the final round. 5 more questions, all about idioms. So I'll give you a clue and you've got to complete the idiom. The pandemic ended up being a blessing in disguise because it allowed me to work remotely. The pandemic ended up being a blessing in disguise because it allowed me to work remotely. A blessing in disguise is something that seemed bad that turned out to be good. We were in a rush, but we submitted the project by the skin of our teeth. We were in a rush, but we submitted the project by the skin of our teeth. This means you barely did it. You only just did it by the skin of your teeth. If you think I took your book, you're barking up the wrong tree. It wasn't me. If you think I took your book, you're barking up the wrong tree. It wasn't me. To bark up the wrong tree is to wrongly accuse somebody of doing something. My best friend and I are like two peas in a pod. We're always together. My best friend and I are like two peas in a pod. We're always together. Like two peas in a pod is very, very close or very, very similar. Right, this is the last question. And then it's time for me to call it a day. Right, this is the last question. And then it's time for me to call it a day. If you call it a day, you finish a task or work for the day. And it's true, I'm gonna call it a day now. But of course, I hope you liked or maybe even loved this quiz. And let me know, how did you do? Out of 30 questions, which ones did you struggle with? Which ones didn't you get right? Any doubts? Let me know in the comments. And as always, if you'd like to join my classes or download my application, there's a link in the video description. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye!